settles in like a held breath. Streetlights flicker, flirting with death. Windows glow, then curtains close. Dreams begin where no one knows. On empty roads beneath pale stars, stillness stretches soft and far. Boots don't move, no voices speak, only hearts that refuse to sleep. Helmets low and shoulders worn by nights too long, by endless dawns. They stand where silence has a weight between what is and what was fate. The air is cold, the hours slow. Time drips softly, drop by drop, while the nation drifts to rest. They hold the line against the past. No praise awaits the quiet guard. No songs are sung, no ribbons pinned, just watchful eyes and measured breath, standing with the living and the dead. Soldiers stand quiet, the nation sleeps under promises it still keeps. No sound of war, no cry for help, just shadows pacing by themselves. Soldiers stand quiet, the nation sleeps while memories refuse to leave. In every pause, in every sigh, they guard the peace money can't buy. Mothers dream in fragile light of children safe through another night. Fathers rest from days too long, trusting quiet to stay strong. They don't see the lonely hours, the trembling hands, the fading power. They sleep because someone stays to face the dark till break of day. Photographs tucked deep inside, uniforms folded with hidden pride. Faces young in older frames, smiles that never stayed the same. Each still guard knows what it costs, what's given up, what can be lost. Not just blood, but time and youth and faith and simple, easy truth. The wind moves slow along the street like it's learned to mind its feet. Every sound, every creep bows to those who do not sleep. Soldiers stand quiet, the nation sleeps, wrapped in calm it didn't earn. No headlines tell where silence bleeds or how long the watchers burn. Soldiers stand quiet, the nation sleeps, dreaming soft of safer days, while still hearts count the hours down till night loosens its grip on them. Some pray low, some say nothing, some count stars, some count regrets. Some remember who they were before the world felt like a threat. They've seen how fragile peace can be, how thin the line between calm and scream. So they stand still, steady awake, so others never have to shake. The city breathes in even time, traffic gone, no warning signs. Neon fades, the clock slow down, sleep settles like a fragile crown. But beneath that blanket wide lies the truth no one denies. Rest is borrowed, calm is kept by those who stand while others slept. If quiet could speak, it would say this peace is earned in a quieter way. Not by glory, not by might, but by standing through the night. If stillness could write history, it would name the unseen bravery, the ones who gave without demand, just to keep the dark at bay. Dawn waits patiently somewhere near, a thin blue line, a promise clear. Eyes burn low but do not close. Discipline learned from silent oaths. The worst nights teach the deepest care for lives that may not know you're there. No applause when morning comes, just relief that nothing's wrong. Soldiers stand quiet, the nation sleeps, unaware of the price they keep. No statues rise, no anthems play, just another peaceful day. Soldiers stand quiet, the nation sleeps, safe inside a fragile dream, because peace survives one night at a time on As the sun lifts tired light and the streets wake slow from night, the quiet fades, the watch is done. Another night outlived, outgunned. Remember this when calm feels cheap. Someone stood so you could sleep. Soldiers, stand quiet, then slip away while the nation wakes, unaware of yesterday. Morning opens without a sound, no trumpet call, no solid ground. The sky is pale, the light is thin, like it's afraid to look within. Peace walks softly, head bowed low, through places only grief can know. It doesn't shine, it doesn't boast, it lingers where the pain is most. Boots are still upon the earth, not for conquest, not for worth. No sharp salute, no rigid line, just breathing in borrowed time. Faces worn by nights too long, by memories they carry on. They stand not proud, they stand aware of what was lost and left there. No speeches are written, no vows declared, no promise loud enough to bear. So silence takes the final form, and peace puts on a quiet uniform. Peace wears a quiet uniform under skies that still remember. No sound of war, no marching storm, just hearts surviving the embers. Peace wears a quiet uniform, not to forget, not to deny, but to stand where voices ended and let the truth pass by. Mothers wake before the day, touching dreams that slipped away. Empty rooms, untouched doors, counting loss instead of years. Fathers speak with careful breath, naming grief, avoiding death. They learn too late what silence cost, when everything they loved was lost. Children walk on gentle ground, learning how to lower sound. They laugh, then stop, then laugh again, joy stitched thin with hidden pain. They ask why tears still visit home, long after danger's gone. The answers come, but incomplete. Some truths are too heavy to teach. The wind slows down through waiting trees, like it's learned to say please. Every shadow, every form knows peace wears a quiet uniform. Peace wears a quiet uniform in lands where scars still breathe. No medals earned, no battles won, just choosing not to leave. Peace wears a quiet uniform, not weakness, not retreat. It's courage learned from suffering, standing still on trembling feet. Temples rise with fractured stone, holding prayers that ache alone. Chants drift low through candlelight, stitching day into the night. Faith survives, but If silence could undo the past, this moment would forever last. If stillness healed what hate destroyed, the world would finally hear the void. But peace is built from fragile choice, from lowering the angry voice, from standing guard without a gun, until the long night's done. Night arrives with careful grace, covering every wounded place. Stars appear like watching eyes, witnesses that never lie. The fallen ask for nothing more than not to fade, not be ignored. They live in breath, in dust and bone, in every silence we call home. Peace wears a quiet uniform, not in triumph, not in blame, but to honor every life that never came back the same. Peace wears a quiet uniform, so memory won't decay, because forgetting is another war we choose not to play. So stand gently, don't explain, let silence carry what remains. The loudest vow we can't perform is letting peace wear a quiet uniform. Morning breaks with a fragile sound, mist like ghosts upon the ground. Sky is wide but heavy still, as if the air resists its will. Amazing Cambodia, breathing low, holding secrets no one knows. Silent figures mark the line, standing watch against all time. No commands are spoken here, only echoes shaped like fear. Hands are steady, faces worn by nights too long, by endless dawns. They guard not borders, flags or fame, but memory carved without a name. The land beneath their quiet feet still counts the hearts it couldn't keep. No words remain that could explain this measured calm, this buried pain. So silence stands where speech would fall, a stronger vow than words at all. Amazing Cambodia, guarded without words by broken souls, history heard. No cries of war, no victory song, just standing still where we went wrong. Amazing Cambodia, guarded without words through sorrow deep. The truth is learned in every pause, in every breath. They stand between the past and death. Mothers wake before the sun, dreaming of what can't be undone. Empty beds, untouched clothes, years that quietly overflow. Fathers speak in lowered tone to memories they face alone. They taught their children how to stand not knowing this would be the land. Children walk on careful ground, learning which questions aren't allowed. They feel the weight, but not the name of why the past still feels the same. Laughter comes, then fades away like borrowed light at end of day. Joy exists, but walks real slow, afraid of waking what lies below. The wind drifts through the sugar palms, soft as prayer, weak as calm. Every leaf, every sound bows itself to sacred ground. Amazing Cambodia, guarded without words, where silence screams louder than hurt. No medals shine, no stories told, just truth too heavy to behold. Amazing Cambodia, guarded without words by stillness deeper than the earth. They stand so we don't turn away from what was lost, from what remains. Temples rise in fractured grace, holding time within their face. Monks chant low in saffron light, stitching peace through endless nights. Faith survives though torn and thin, like breath drawn deep from broken lungs. Hope remains, but walks with care, wounded, but still there. The sun climbs red with quiet shame, for shining on remembered pain. Shadows stretch where watchers stand, long as grief across the land. No one moves, no one turns, everyone listens, everyone learns that guarding doesn't always fight. Sometimes it's staying through the night. If silence could rewrite the past, this moment would forever last. If standing still could heal the scar, we'd never leave this sacred mark. But memory is what we hold, a fragile truth that must be told. So we protect it, wordless strong, by standing here when others gone. Night arrives with gentle hands, covering wounds across the land. Stars appear like watchful eyes, witnesses who never lie. The fallen ask for nothing more than not to fade, not be ignored. They live in breath, in dust and bone, in every place we call